Okay, so in this part we are going to actually create our dashboard finally, and the first thing that we are going to do is to create the dashboard, the tabs, and what you see actually all these different numbers. So the scores that we have for confirmed cases, active cases, recovered cases, and dead cases, the charts that you can see, the line charts and the area chart, and finally the scorecard on the right side. So let's get started. Okay, so on the top right side, what you can see here, it's a system settings icon. Click on that and you should have this one, system settings, and make sure on the in the section where you can see home, and make sure that you select dashboards. So once you select that one, by default when you click on service management, for example, service management, sorry, and it is going to show you the page where you can see all the dashboard. So in here you can see all the dashboard, and click on new to create a new dashboard. Let's give a name here. It's going to be COVID-19 dashboard, for example, and click on submit. Okay, so we do need two different tabs. Let's create our tabs. Click on create tab here, and then let's give it a name for our tabs. The first one is going to be global situation report, and the second one is going to be country specific. Okay, so now what you can see on the right side here, I have three different icons on the top right. Okay, the plus icon, another two icons like for sharing or editing the dashboard itself. Make sure that you have the plus icon selected or clicked, and it will show you the add widget panel. Okay, so from here we will actually be able to create all our widgets, and you can see here there is a menu, and by default we have favorites, and we can select their performance analytics and start to add all the widgets that we want. Okay, let's do that. So let's click on the COVID-19 global situation report tab, and then here select performance analytics and click on score, new score, click on add. It's going to add our widget. Click on the link here so we can start to do our configuration. So here our first score is going to be total confirmed cases, how many cases that we have globally. Okay, so for that I'm going to select here the indicator total confirmed cases. The rest I'm going to keep it. The type is score, visualization is latest score, and the template is 2. Click on submit, and you should have the widget with some result here. So I have the result for 27th. So we are just going to repeat the same process to have total active cases, total recovered cases, and total dead cases. Okay, so let's do that quickly. So you can see here you can actually also arrange all your widgets, okay, very easily. Okay, the last one, total dead cases indicator. Great, we have it. Now we are going to create another type of widget. So we want to see the evolution of cases, like confirmed cases, active cases, recovered cases, dead cases over a period of time from the beginning, for example. For that we can create a time series widget, so it's going to show us, and we have different type of chart. So we can have area chart, line chart, and so on. We will have line chart, and in one widget we will have 4 different line charts for each cases. So let's create that. So click on, select here performance analytics on the menu there. Okay, click on time series, new time series, click on the link. So I'm going to give a title, for example, evolution of COVID-19 cases over time. So you can put something like this. For the indicators, so total confirmed cases, that's the first one I'm selecting here. And the label, so give a label for your indicator, so sorry, for your widget. So this is the name will be, this name will be displayed in the widget, and pick a color. For the date settings, you can keep the period to 3 months, or you can change it, it's up to you, and then click on submit. So now let's see our widget in the dashboard. We should have one line chart, so perfect, we have one line chart. This is our confirmed cases, and we can add more line chart, okay, in the same widget. Okay, so we have, so what we are going to do, we are going to click on the pencil icon. So you can see now there is a pencil icon, click on that, and then we have a tab which is widget indicators. So you can add more indicators, so we can add the total active indicator, and we can add total recover indicator and total death indicator. As simple as it is. Just select the indicator that you want, select the order, select the chart type, it's going to be line chart type, put a label, pick a color, okay, and then click on submit, and repeat the process for every indicators that you want. Okay, so I have here for now the total active, so you can add recover and dead cases. Okay, now let's see the result in our dashboard. As you can see here, we have 4 different line chart. Great, so we have done for this. Now let's create another time series. This time we want to see the evolution of the mortality. So pick here time series, click on new time series, click on add, click on the link, and so what we want the mortality rate. So it's going to be evolution of the mortality rate over time, something like this. And the indicator is the indicator that we have created before, so the mortality rate. So time series, that's the type. Visualization is a area chart, so we're going to change from line to area chart. Give it a label, so I'm going to put here mortality rate, and pick a color. Right, so now we have the evolution of mortality rate over time, and let's place it a little bit here, and then we are going to create the last one, which is the scorecard, where we can see for these specific countries the mortality rate in terms of percentage, and it is in the ascending order, sorry, in the descending order. For that, let's create a breakdown type widget. Click on add, click on the link. It's a different type from the previous one that we have created. Give it a title, the name for your scorecard. So most affected countries, mortality rate, for example. For the indicators, so we are going to select mortality rate, and we will have a breakdown, the breakdown which we created before, not the country, but country more than 50 cases. The rest we are going to keep it, and I don't want to have any selector, so I'm going to unselect for example those 2 selector. So that's it. So now let's click on submit, and we should have our scorecard now. Great. So we have our scorecard. We have all these countries where we have more than 50,000 cases, and we have in ascending order the percentage of mortality rate. Sorry, descending order. That's it. So now you can configure a little bit your dashboard, place your widget the way you want, and we are done with the first part. We have created our global situation report. So the next one, we are going to create all the widgets that we need in our country specific tab, and we can select any countries to visualize the result for that country specifically. Thank you for watching.